Hi, this is Henry and Lakeisha with Halo Hunting, and we want to give you a few tips on kids and taking them out hunting. Tip number one, make sure that whatever weapon your kid uses, it is one that is not too much for them. Kids come in all shapes and sizes, and you don't want to have them recoil shy. So make sure whether it's archery equipment or whether it's a traditional gun, make sure that the kid can handle it very well.
Tip number two, you want to make sure that your kids are dressed comfortable. You want to make sure that they have the appropriate gear, depending on what type of hunting they're doing, depending on the weather. The last thing you want is for your child to be uncomfortable and cold, so always make sure that they're dressed appropriate.
Tip number three, let your children interact by doing things such as checking trail cameras. We like to use our Moultrie trail cameras because they're so easy to use and our kids just love them.
Tip number four, when you're out there hunting with your kids, let them use the game calls. Whether they're rattling or using a grunt call, make it fun for them and just let them feel like they're part of the hunt.
Tip number five, give your kids something to keep them occupied. Whether it's a book or even if you allow them to use a phone or something to keep them busy. Think about it. When you're out there hunting, even us as adults, a lot of times we will begin to, when we're not seeing game, we'll kind of get bored out there. So don't be too hard on them. Keep in mind that at least they're outside, and whether they have a book or something to keep them busy, they're still outside.
Tip number six, never go to the woods on an empty stomach. We always make sure to bring snacks with us because the kids may get hungry or we have to sit for a little while. So it's always great to have a different variety of snacks when you're out there in the woods.
Hopefully some of the tips that we've shared with you are some that you and your kids will enjoy in the outdoors as well.
So until then, get those kiddos outdoors.